suburban Melbourne has discovered a body on the floor of a room. The dead man is Nick Zhao, a Melbourne car dealer and a young father of one.
车
His death is
卖车的
sudden and mysterious, and whispers begin to spread, not only among his friends and family, but through Australia's intelligence world too.
When did you first hear about Nick Zhao?
肯定不是直播，直播怎么会不通
Nick
过？
Zhao several months ago.
What did you hear?
I heard that he was a 32-year-old Melbourne resident, cultivated by the Chinese government to run as a Liberal Party candidate in the Commonwealth Parliament. And Nick Zhao is now dead.
哦，在国会里的。
Federal MP Andrew Hastie chairs the Parliamentary Joint Committee on Intelligence and Security. He's been briefed on the suspicious circumstances surrounding the death of Nick Zhao, including allegations he was targeted by a Chinese spy ring.
It was surreal. It was like something out of a spy novel, happening in Melbourne with impunity and very, very concerning.
你看，在墨尔本发生了中共的间谍
Nick Zhao projected an image of success,
杀人，
flush with cash, fast cars, and big plans to expand his auto business.
卖车的
In 2015, he joined the Liberal Party in the East Melbourne seat of Chisholm.
He was
哦，
a paid-up member, which means he was likely active
中国人在外边
in
从政啊，
Australian
这是多么让这个华人自豪的一件事
The
啊！
seat is currently held by Australia's first Chinese-born female MP, Gladys Liu.
这个也是个，这也是个外宣，这也是个间谍。
She was a Manchurian candidate, planted by the Chinese Communist Party. The Prime Minister defended her.
I applaud the member for Chisholm. She's a great Australian who deserves to be in this house.
The story generated plenty of smoke, but very little fire. But something far more sinister had been happening in her electorate. We can reveal that prior to his death, Liberal Party member Nick Zhao claims to have been approached in Melbourne by a suspected Chinese spy ring and offered an extraordinary assignment. The young father was promised a seven-figure sum in exchange
7 million.
for him running as a political candidate in federal parliament.
Nick himself,
700
I
万
think, was
，700万澳币。
perfect target for cultivation. A guy who was a bit of a high roller in Melbourne, living beyond his means, someone who was vulnerable to a foreign state intelligence service cultivating.
This case, with strong and clinical allegations and evidence of an actual plot to infiltrate our parliament, seems to go much further than anything we've heard to date. How important, how different, how
听不到
serious
翻译，
is
别翻译，我这
This
是
isn't just
瞎扯的，
catching a
待会儿
bag,
过2天就有中文字幕的了。
giving favours. This is a state-sponsored attempt to infiltrate our parliament using an Australian citizen and
中国政府用澳大利亚公民来影响澳洲国会，
democratic system. So this is really significant.
在影响澳洲的民主制度，这是非常非常让我们感到担忧的部分。你想想，
Sources say the suspected Chinese spy ring that targeted Nick Zhao is under investigation by ASIO.
ICO 是澳洲情报
We
部
can
门，
expose the identity of the man who, according to Nick Zhao, told him to infiltrate our parliament.
王立强的事儿已经完了是吧？这是另外一回事儿是吧？
And our investigation shows he appears to be a busy Chinese businessman who bounces between Melbourne and Asia. But when he last passed through Melbourne Airport, he was interrogated by Australian authorities and accused of being a spy. In Hong Kong, we tracked down his office. Corporate records confirm he's in business with the Chinese military's main weapons company, Norinco.
都会大
What
厦
does his profile tell us about